Chirp about it. I wanna know what's on your mind, yeah. I chirp about it every Tuesday night at 8 p.m., yeah. 8 p.m. 8 p.m.
Yeah, Chirp About It indeed. Good evening, New York City.
Oh, yeah, what's up?
Greetings to the world.
That's done live every week.
Every week.
That's
You're tuned
awesome.
in. to
Only
Chirp
the
About It
best.
Live.
Awesome.
We're broadcasting on the City World Radio Network in the great city of Manhattan, folks. Great city! Yeah. Don't we have a spectacular show for you tonight? Of course, that spectacular intro you just heard, of course, was by Mr. Ian Bamberger, the talented one. Oh, yeah. We have a spectacular show for you tonight. I love this man. Let me tell you, this man is our guest. He's our co-host. He's everything to the show. The return of Mr. Stuart Hirsch.
Hello. How is everybody?
Doing well.
Stuart, I got to tell you, I really love when you're on the show, I tell you.
Well, thank you. I love being on the show.
I mean, I feel just so comfortable and confident when you're around. I gotta say so. Seriously.
You're the only person that's ever said that to me.
It's very true. I gotta tell you. Maybe you've been on several times. I don't know what it is. And I love your personality. You just mesh so well with the show. So,
well, thank you.
Welcome
thank you
back
very much.
For sure. We also can't leave out Jade, our engineer, who keeps things together.
Of
Thank
course.
you very much, Jade.
What's
We
up,
love you.
Jade?
No question. And of course, our lovely audience who always continue to listen.
Yeah, whoever you are.
Every Tuesday.
They should call in.
Yeah, please call in for Stuart Hirsch tonight. You know,
of these.
I always get call-ins when you're not here. I don't know what it is.
We
We're
do.
going to have someone call
I
in
think
for
you're
Stuart.
making it up. I don't think people really call. Wait, let's give the phone number now, really slow.
All right, here we
and
go.
slow. Listen, folks, get your pens out.
There we go. Are you ready?
Pens.
All right.
Look at what day and age I'm in. Pens. All right, okay, yeah, go ahead. Get your phones out.
Stone and chisel.
There we
Yes,
go.
it's
See,
Get
we're
it
having
out.
fun already.
Sounds like a cool restaurant, doesn't it? I ate at the Stone and Chisel. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's flaming.
They had Neanderthal food. Yes, whatever that would be.
Well, of course. Well, to call in, please call 646-690-2976.
One more time.
646-690-2976. Please call in for Stuart Hirsch.
Yes.
Call in to chirp your New York moments, thoughts, your opinions. We'd love to hear from you. No question about that. So,
Do that.
You're here to speak about chillers.
Wow, right out of the
theater.
gate, we're doing this?
Well, we're not going to do it. We're going to cover some local topics, but I just wanted to give the audience a heads up.
Chiller Theater Expo coming up at the end of April in Parsippany, New Jersey at the Parsippany Hilton Hotel. And I am bringing in some very special guests that I want to tell you about. Okay? Should I say it now?
No, why don't you keep them waiting?
Okay.
Keep them in suspense. How
I
about
will
that?
do that. I will do that. And you know what? I was thinking about this call stuff, and I was saying to myself, hey, I could maybe, if you guys want to call in, I will give an autographed picture of the guests I'm bringing in to you. I'll have to mail it out right after the weekend, so first weekend in May. You're not going to know them because you're too young.
What is it?
You're
What
too young
shows
to
are-
know them? All right, so should I just say it?
Bring it out, man. Bring it down.
Okay, there was a show that was on in New York, and it went huge. It was a children's show. It was from the 70s, and it was called The Magic Garden, and it starred these two wonderful women, Carol and Paula, and they had the Chuckle Patch and Sherlock the squirrel, and most people know what I'm talking about because when we put this up on the Chiller website, everybody went nuts. Yeah, wow. and so I will get the fifth caller that calls in. As if we'll get five, but I'm being hopeful. Look at it light up right now.
All right, I'm going to turn the volume up.
All right,
that's what I've been doing.
Oh,
we're only on for an hour between the chirps and the the local topics. Ian playing. We're phone calls sometimes can be. But for tonight, we're going to allow this. We're going to turn up the volume for the phone lines. No question.
Okay.
All right.
Did I just push you into that?
No,
I'm
you
so
didn't.
sorry.
No,
I was thinking about a way to get people to call in.
I love it.
And I said maybe if I offered an autographed picture of these girls that it means something great
phone
to
lines
somebody.
Will be on. So folks, please call seriously for Stuart Hirsch.
Okay.
You'll win
All right.
something. All right.
Okay.
646-690-2976. I certainly will keep the phone lines open. open, no question about it.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's cover some local topics, Ian, and then we'll do what we do best, which is chirp about it.
Oh,
for
that
New
sounds
York City and the
great to
world.
me, Pat.
All right. Well, today is election day for a public advocate in New York City.
I didn't know this.
Yeah. So you have Councilman Jerome William, who's a Haitian guy. He's actually the front runner of this public advocate for New York City, in addition to 17 other candidates who are also, running for this position.
It's a
This
race.
position, in fact, is second to Mayor de Blasio, to the mayor of NYC. So if something were to happen to the mayor, this person would actually.
So this is
fall
like
in
vice
place.
mayor.
Vice mayor. There we go.
Okay. All right.
I like
All
that.
right. There
Vice
we go.
mayor.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, in fact, the winner will be replacing Letitia James, who was recently elected to state attorney general. So,
That's cool.
that's cool. So,
That's
guys,
cool.
you
Anything
still
with
have
the word
an hour.
general in it sounds really
General,
cool, doesn't it?
General. Oh,
General.
yeah.
It's not just a position; it's general.
That's
That's general.
general.
Talk to the general.
In general,
Yes.
the
And talk
election,
generally to the general. Yes.
The
Yes.
election is the polls will stay open until 9 p.m. Tonight. Okay, so 9 p.m. if you haven't voted, so go out and vote. But I
Till 9
recommend
p.m.,
you
which
stay
means you
tuned.
shouldn't be listening to us right now.
You stay tuned.
Go to the
show.
polls.
All right, stay
Okay.
tuned to the show. I love this panel. It's just so full, upbeat and full of life.
Yes.
Love it. It's this chirp about it thing, in New
Chip
York
about
City.
it.
So the Oscars. Anyone watch the Oscars?
Oh, yes, the
yeah,
Oscars,
man. Let me
man.
tell you. Well, first off, they delivered in a diversified way. I
You
have
know,
to say,
it flowed so
flowed.
well without a host.
without the host.
Oh
yes.
my God, this was like the
Could be the
greatest.
beginning of something new.
Yeah.
I swear, it
Hopefully.
was like
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was like these guys did the presentation, and then the next guys did the presentation, and it just overlapped, and it went, and it flowed, and you didn't have to sit through the next comedy bit,
Yeah.
and dragged out, Look, people like Billy Crystal were great,
Different time.
and different great hosts, but. I think they hit on something
Yeah.
by not having a host this time. I think they really.
They did. Yeah.
I think
you're
this
right.
is.
It was good.
This
is
show
good.
was really. No one complained about the Oscars.
My
There
friend
was
and
no
I were
politician,
sitting there.
No politics
People
talks,
complained about the Grammys, but not the
but
Oscars.
not the Oscars. I guess they're
Well,
learning,
yeah. Well,
Which-
at least I knew people in the Oscars. I didn't.
Cool, very cool.
Thank you for missing the Oscars because you wanted to be here tonight. I know.
Yeah. That's it.
What is his name? Rami Malek
He
Yeah,
is.
yes.
of Bohemian Rhapsody.
I gotta
played
tell you
Freddie
something
Mercury.
about this
Amazing
guy.
man.
So not only did he do an incredible portrayal of Freddie Mercury, I mean, definitely believable, and the guys who were doing the film really captured him
Yep.
because
Yeah.
he's like a little guy, and they like shot up at him to make him look like Freddie. Freddie was taller than he was.
I didn't know
yeah.
Freddie was that tall.
Yeah, but the one thing that was so overlooked in the Oscars was the thank you to this guy Mark Martel.
Okay.
Okay, Mark Martel was an American Idol guy
Yeah.
who sounds exactly like Freddie.
Okay.
Had they not had the use of Mark Martel in this movie,
Is that him singing?
yes,
Freddie's parts.
have they here's what they did. They used a combination of things. They used the actual songs, okay?
Yeah.
Then they used this isolated Freddie tracks from the actual songs.
Okay.
But in every scene that you see, and there's most of those scenes are this, where he's just impromptu, or he sits at a piano and he starts playing and singing, or that's Mark Martel.
I
My
love it.
God, he needs an
And-
enormous amount of praise.
I just put a
for
thing
that
up on my
role.
Facebook just praising him and putting his
Holy.
clips up. Go to YouTube and look up Mark Martel, Marcmartel.
Mark
This
Martel.
guy is the living voice of Freddie Mercury and had.
Fascinating.
I mean, Rami was terrific. Everybody else was terrific. The guys in Queen look just like the guys in Queen. I mean, they got to do DNA checks on those guys.
And that
You
what's
know.
that famous concert in 1988?
Right, the Live Aid concert.
Yes.
Right,
I mean, it
right.
was beautiful the way it was done.
Oh, it was fantastic. So yeah, had they not had the use of somebody like Mark Martel to use that actual voice that he was gifted with,
Yeah.
it never would have worked
never
as
would
well
have
as it worked. But this guy really needs credit. He was never thanked by Rami on stage. He should have been
wasn't.
brought in the opening with Adam. He
Right.
should have brought him out to do a line or something. But
Isn't that fascinating?
yeah. Maybe Adam was afraid he would upstage him. I mean, it just Adam's a better performer,
Right.
But this guy is the voice. He's the living voice of Freddie Mercury.
Voice.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
I like that. The
Absolutely
voice.
fascinating.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Mark Martell.
Mark
See,
Martell.
there you go.
In addition to
Cool.
that, Mr.
Very cool.
Spike Lee won an award finally.
Yes, and he jumped onto Samuel Jackson.
Jackson,
right?
yeah.
He just,
Like,
finally! He just
Finally!
leaped onto him.
Finally,
That was great.
So the Oscars were great this year, and well dressed. I mean, wow!
Everybody was,
everyone
especially
just
Melissa McCarthy. I think was very well.
Have you guys heard
God.
of Free Solo?
Who's that?
That was the name of a movie. Free Solo. The
Free
name of
Solo.
a movie
Tell me.
was the best documentary, and there's a place in Yosemite called El Capitan, and it's
Capitan. El Capitan.
3,000 feet of a sheer granite cliff.
Oh,
This documentary
Unison?
is about a mountain or a climber, a free solo climber. Means no ropes. This man,
No rope.
no ropes, 3,000 feet El Capitan. This man climbed the entire
wait,
thing.
wait. No ropes.
No ropes.
So this guy wasn't. He had no safety, anything.
Nope.
Just him climbing rocks.
Yep, and this documentary is called Free Solo, and he did it in under 4 hours. 3 hours, 56 minutes. He climbed the entire thing. He was at the Grammys. They
Wow.
won the documentary. I think it's Alex
Wow.
Alex something,
Actually,
but
I think I missed that. Yeah,
fascinating. This man
It's
climbed the entire thing, and
gotta
in the
check
whole
that out.
process of filming it,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
had, in order to be a
Yeah, he was
cameraman-
carrying the camera with him, I guess. Right?
well, you have to assemble a team where they're all professional climbers to
Professional
videotape
climber, of
it.
course, yeah.
You have to be a professional
They're
cameraman.
not like in a helicopter behind him, like shooting down or something safe.
So they had a team on
Are
the
they
ground.
on ropes?
Yeah, some of the team was literally on the side of El Capitan.
Well, yeah. Well,
So
thank God for
fascinating.
that.
Check it out.
That's
Free
fascinating.
Solo.
Check it out.
Wow.
Thank God everyone made it out okay in this documentary.
Yes.
Turned out to be fine.
Absolutely.
All right, let's speak about. There's one topic really I find disturbing and upsets me. This guy.
Oh, no.
Jesse Smollett.
Is it
Jesse
paper straws?
Smollett.
Or-
Jesse
no, okay, I'm
Smollett.
sorry.
Jesse Smollett.
Oh,
I
that
just-
whole thing.
I just can't.
Ah.
You know.
Where is it now? Where does it lay now? What's
Well,
He lied
Why?
about the whole thing. He hired people
according
to.
No, but then
the,
I heard that they just came out with a check that he wrote to these guys for helping them work out.
3,500, yeah, but that's bogus.
But are you sure?
Well, I
Was it a process check by the bank? Did he actually? Was he
it
training?
was process, yeah.
So he trained these guys.
Well, they were training him. I don't know. It was something.
But whatever,
about
they had a
training.
relationship before
Yeah.
all this.
Well, in fact, one of the brothers was actually an extra on the show, Empire.
So after the training and all that, did they just get into some scuff and they decided to jump him, or did he really orchestrate this thing?
I strongly believe that he did.
Yes,
in fact,
he orchestrated it.
You think he orchestrated it?
Yeah. Well, the officer, he's
awful.
here in town. Eddie Johnson, top cop Eddie Johnson, who was on the show with Robin Roberts yesterday, and he says, "Stay tuned because there's a lot more evidence." That will be coming out to prove that this man has been lying all along. He set
Unbelievable.
this entire thing up. What a disgusting guy.
For him
That's
to
pretty
do that,
bad.
especially for all the real people
I
that are
mean-
going through that kind of a scene and have real solid, stuff,
I mean,
and he wanted to
seriously.
do this to get a raise.
To get a raise.
Yeah, no, that's
I mean,
just
what's up
wrong.
with that?
That's just
What
wrong.
do you think, Ian? I mean, it's just disgusting.
Yeah.
I mean, frankly, like if you look at the original interview that he puts out, he's crying, say like, "Why me? How could someone dare
Right.
attack me?" That's all fake.
Right.
So those tears are fake. Just analyze that kind of person.
That's what I'm saying. Well,
But
that's
did you
what's
believe it
upsetting
when
to
you
me.
saw
Something
Right.
mentally is wrong. Like, is he a sociopath? Like, does he not?
Maybe he's trying to show
comprehend?
what a good actor he is.
Right. Well, he's going to jail, right?
Yeah, well, that'll get him.
Well,
That'll
let's
get
see.
him
I mean, now
some sort of an award.
He's not in the next season of Empire.
Yeah, that's
No.
true. Yeah,
Well,
no, they
it
threw
ruined
him
his
off.
life.
Yeah,
But the
Yeah.
interesting thing that he may not get any jail time, but only probation. Now that's to me that's bogus.
no, that's
Well,
bogus.
he'll be blacklisted from.
You
because
know?
then he'll have a reality
All of
show.
Hollywood.
Well, it'll be a
I hope-
a plea
It'll be
deal.
like
reality
Jesse
show.
on probation. Watch this next week.
He
you
should
know.
do some time. That's what I say. What do you say, Frank? Up front with Frank next, right after Chirp About It Live.
What do I say? I think
Come on in.
when I hear that he walks into some place with a noose around his neck,
Ugh.
I think about if
Yeah,
I
that's-
have anything around my neck, the first thing I'm going to do is try to get it off.
Get it off.
Think
right
about in the
there.
daily grind. You're working all day. The first thing you want to do is loosen your tie.
Loosen your
This
tie.
guy's walking into a place with a noose around his neck and will not give the police any bit of evidence that he says he has
Right.
to help his case.
Right.
Will he do jail? Probably not. Is his career screwed?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Until someone says some
talk show like Mario will have him on, not only to find out about his story, but to tell you who the father is. I mean, it's just the way it is, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's Springer, right? That's a whole other.
That's Jerry Springer.
All those shows will have a feeling, but it's really it just screws everybody.
Yeah.
It also hurts the show and everyone on the show.
That's a bad act. That's a really bad act, man.
It's as bad as it gets.
Yeah.
It's as bad as...
But
I'm like, it can get worse, but what he did is despicable.
I mean, he's still claiming that he's innocent, so we'll see.
Well, it's not a matter of better or worse. It's a matter that he did it at all, and just it makes life tough for...
for other innocent people. And
know,
other
It's
victims.
not the way you get a raise. Not the way you get a raise.
Well, as Ian was saying, there's some mental issue with this guy. I mean, to even come
and
up
if
with
he really does get held up and beaten up and all that stuff the next month...
No one's going to care now. Yeah, the boy cried wolf.
Anyway, I just wanted to, get that off my chest.
Sure. Also, R. Kelly can't make bail.
Oh, God, that's a whole other...
He actually made bail yesterday, yeah.
It was $100,000, so they put it up. Yeah, but
I thought he couldn't pay it because of child support.
He ain't going far. He ain't going far.
They ain't going far.
That's a lot of people.
Not with that video. They got They got 3 videos, and they said they got more coming now.
Oh boy!
And these are underage girls. This is sick. This is just
sick. Another one just
sick.
He spits on them. He
pees on them.
It's
he
just,
went to the Rick James School of social behavior.
Rick James had a sex slave, didn't he? I think he did.
I think
Rick James burning with cigarette butts. When you think about it through musical history, there's a lot of sick people out there. A lot of pedophiles, a lot of sick people. I mean,
Bing Crosby never did that.
Bing Crosby never did that.
So he spanked Gary and he wrote a book about it. But what the hell,
It's a crazy
world.
Well,
that's that. Also, there's some.
Wait, can I say one more last thing about the Oscars?
Absolutely.
There was a fabulous movie that was done that the Oscars completely snubbed.
Ooh, what movie is this?
And it was called Stan and Ollie. And it was the movie about Laurel and Hardy. And it was so absolutely brilliant. I've been a Laurel and Hardy fan since I'm a kid. I went to their Sons of the Desert meetings my whole life. I know people that are the heads of those things and members. John C. Reilly is unrecognizable as Oliver Hardy. You're looking at these guys, and it was Steve Coogan also, who's kind of like the Tom Hanks of England, they did such a spot-on, dead-on Laurel and Hardy impersonation, and the story is showing this love and friendship between Laurel and Hardy that no other comedy team had.
Laurel and Hardy, please.
March of the Wooden Soldiers. Did you ever see March of the Wooden Soldiers?
But that is why. He doesn't
right.
understand.
Right.
I'm a 27-year-old artist.
But that's why this movie is something you should see.
Yeah,
for the same reason why Jack Nicholson couldn't win for Batman. And he stole the
show.
With
the Joker.
It's not.
But I know the Joker pretty well.
But everyone knows the Joker.
It's amazing.
But not everyone. It's not an important topic. It's not socially important. It's not commercially important. It's just a great story.
Cool.
More people would know Abbott and Costello and think about that than they would Laurel and Hardy, who are far superior.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I don't know. Don't use me as the demographic.
No. I want to tell you. I just want to give you a quick little fact. Laurel and Hardy started in silent movies. They excelled in silent movies when everybody went to talkies, and they started falling off because their voices didn't go with it. Laurel and Hardy transitioned perfectly into their voices, and they took off from there. What's that?
Oliver Hardy could sing.
Yeah, and Oliver Hardy could sing.
Were they?
And they were. And the bottom line was, out of Laurel and Hardy, Abbott and Costello, Martin and Lewis, all these comedy
Charlie
teams.
Chaplin, was he there?
Yeah, Charlie Chaplin, actually Stan Laurel from Laurel and Hardy was Chaplin's understudy coming over from England. Okay?
Oh, boy, I love that. Look at
so,
that, huh?
But Laurel and Hardy were friends. Okay. And that's the point of that movie.
I want to see this movie.
Laurel
you have to.
and
It's called Stan and Ollie. It's called Stan and Ollie.
So it wasn't even it wasn't nominated. Yeah.
They snubbed it completely. If anything, John C. Reilly definitely would have gotten the makeup thing over the guy from Vice. That was a great makeup job in Vice.
Christian, who
awesome. But if
Christian Bale was pretty good.
But if you saw Oliver Hardy and you saw John C. Reilly, you don't even see John C. Reilly looking at this movie.
Totally underrated actor too. John C. Reilly's amazing.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oliver Hardy is what was he about 5'10"?
5'10".
He was taller than Stan.
So he's not my height.
Yeah.
Huh. For a guy that big, he was one of the most graceful people
Absolutely.
you're going to see.
Absolutely.
Stan Laurel had the facial expressions
Yeah.
he had. He was there. He
Yeah.
he was ridiculous when he went in some of the things he did. But it was Oliver Hardy taking the falls.
And they
all
were
that stuff.
they both played the dumb guy.
Yeah.
They were
Just
one of the,
for
they
one
tried to be in
extreme,
charge. Ollie tried to be in charge over Stan, but he was just as dumb as Stan, and they both played. It wasn't like Abbott and Costello and Martin and Lewis or one smacking the other guy.
It was Laurel's job to not know why things were going wrong. He looked
Yeah.
confused in the process, and it was
Yeah.
Hardy's job to say to himself, "Look what I got myself into."
Right.
Good movie
right.
to check out.
Oh, you must
Hell
see
yeah.
it. Must
Hell
see it.
yeah.
All right, with that time, I think it's about that time to do what we do
Oh.
best. What do you say?
Pat, every damn week.
All right, folks,
We
it's
chirp
that
about
time to
it.
chirp about it and give New York City, New Yorkers their voice. All right, folks, these comments you're about to hear are real comments from real New Yorkers, your mothers, your brothers, your sex partners, your train conductors, your steward Hershes. Jade, give us
Hell
some
yeah.
of that, too.
Okay.
Also, if you'd like to hear your
okay.
chirp live on the show, call 646-690-2976. With that, Stewart Hirsch, take it away.
I'm reading the first one.
Yeah.
Okay, it says this is from Joy in Upper East Side. Oh, you're gonna video me with my glasses on. Okay, it says, FYI, my water broke in a New York City taxi on the way to the hospital. I whispered this to my husband, who suggested we not say anything.
This sounds crazy already.
What's it say here? Give me that. Will not say anything. He'll drive.
He'll drive faster, and we'll all die.
Oh, even
Okay.
faster. Yeah. There we go.
That's a crazy chirp.
Yes, it is a crazy
Out
chirp.
of a movie, a crazy movie.
What kind of a husband would say that to his wife? Her water's breaking. Like, shh, calm down, honey. We'll just go a little faster.
I don't know, man.
Wow.
Who's the driver, by the way?
That was from Joy,
Joy.
Upper East Side.
Joy, I hope your marriage is great.
Yeah, there probably isn't much joy in it now.
Oh, thanks for that chirp, Joy. That was a funny one.
Yes.
All right. Don't you hear all types of chirps here? All right, Ian, what do you have to chirp about this evening?
All right, we're going to bring it to Forest Hills. This is Laura from Forest Hills. What's up, Laura? So, Jussie has now joined the ranks of Al Sharpton and the Tawana Brawley mess.
Ooh.
It remains to be seen if Jussie will serve time because Al skated on that one. Hashtag crying wolf.
Crying Wolf. That's
Yeah.
exactly.
That Tawana Brawley thing, man. Everybody,
yeah, remember that case?
everybody
back
jumped
in
on
the-
that. Al
yeah.
Sharpton, Cosby, everybody was backing her up.
Oh, with Tawana.
Yeah,
Tawana
and
Brawley?
then she said, just made it up.
I made it up.
Yeah.
Just like Jess, she just made it up. All right.
You can't be making up stuff.
You can't be making up shit. Fuck
Nah.
that. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
who's the
Well,
chirper,
I
by
wouldn't
the
have
way?
used
That
those
is
words,
Laura
but,
from Forest Hills. Laura from Forest Hills.
All right, Laura. Thank you for
That's
that
an
chirp.
intense chirp. That's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
social
chirp.
consciousness.
Yes.
Here we go.
All right. Who's up for a chirp? All right. I'll do a chirp, in fact.
You do a
Yeah,
chirp.
baby.
You are the
Let's do a
host.
chirp. All right, this one says, this is from Alex from Brooklyn, and he says, nothing like a fresh fat drop of scaffold water landing into your eyes. That's good luck, right? Okay, I don't know if that's good luck. Well, that's disgusting. I'll tell you how
What
much.
was
That's happened to me. I've had it in my mouth. I've had it in my ear.
Oh,
I've had it in
no.
my eye.
Are you guys like walking along looking up? What's going on with that?
It could be wind. You could be looking up because, like, I love to look at the sky, look at the birds, and all that stuff.
Oh, look at the yeah.
Seriously.
I don't know.
Also, there's a great scene. I'm not
So
trying to go
right,
off
don't you
topic.
look up anymore. That's it. It's down on the
28
ground now. And you
28
find
days
money
later.
that way, too.
You
So,
could.
you
Oh
know,
my God.
Yeah.
So many stories in my mind, but
We gotta walk around with like protectors around our eyes, and it's just disgusting.
Remember they sold those gimmick sunglasses that had the little wipers on them?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe we
yeah,
should start
those
getting
they
them.
should all
that's
have
never
those.
going to be cool.
No, you don't think so? I
don't think
they
so.
never were cool, but they
Yeah.
were funny. They were funny. They made people laugh. Okay.
All right, well, you're making me
Yeah.
laugh. With that, do you have a chirp, Stewart?
I'm sorry, we were right in the middle of his story.
Oh,
Yes.
Go,
Thank
sir.
you. 28 days later, there's an iconic scene of the father who's protecting. Has anyone seen 28 Days Later here?
No.
God damn it! It's an iconic
You're
scene.
27. You see all these things we don't see. We're like the old dudes here.
He looks up.
We
and
don't
just a droplet of this tainted blood from
Oh,
this
yeah.
zombie epidemic hits the man's eye. So I always think about that when
Does he
something
become a zombie because
from
of
the
it?
yes, and he gets shot down
From that one droplet?
Yes, 28
See,
days
this is
later.
Another reason why you shouldn't be looking up.
Exactly. Iconic scene. that has to do with this chirp. So don't look up. Don't get hit by scaffolding
Don't look
water.
up, and come to think of it, I've never seen a zombie looking up. Have you?
Well, maybe
They're kind
not.
of like hunched shoulders, looking down. You know. All right.
Just like dogs, they don't look up. It's bullshit.
Dogs
Oh,
don't look up.
gosh.
They look up because
I
you
know.
go, "Hey, I got a treat for you." They look up. That's yeah. Yeah, okay.
Look up, don't look down. All right, Stuart, what do you have?
I'm looking down at my slip now,
We're having
reading.
a great time
Yes.
on this show. I
Yes.
love it.
Slip of paper, that is. I'm not looking down at my slip like I'm wearing one. Okay, here we go. It's from Nana in Tribeca.
Nana.
Nana.
Maybe Nana?
What's Nana? Is Nana?
Nana.
I would say Nana.
Nana.
Nana, you can do Nana. I don't know.
Okay. Nana. Nana. Nana.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Batman. Okay. And she says, man, I was going to do this in a dude's voice. She says, "Dear lady on the street, if you feed the pigeons, you also feed the rats. So stop it." And that's, I tried to do a lady's voice angry, and I ended up with
That was
Gilbert
a great
Gottfried.
voice,
I don't
by
know
the
how the
way.
hell that happened.
Well,
But, stop it, lady! There's a thing on the street
Yeah,
where
that
the
sounds
pigeons
like-
are. And
that sounds like Gilbert Gottfried,
all right,
yeah.
yes, okay.
Well, I think it's
Yeah.
actually illegal to feed the pigeons here in New York.
Who the hell abides by that law?
That's
Jeez.
very
It's
true,
illegal
too.
to feed the pigeons.
Yeah.
Oh no, that
True.
goes back a long time because there was a Robert Klein routine about that.
Really?
They were
Yeah,
like,
yeah. It's,
They were like the pigeon squad is going to come out. Okay, pops up against the wall.
Show me your hand.
Yeah.
Who's the chirp,
And your
by
treats.
the way?
Oh, that was Nana.
Oh, Nana. Well, Nana. You.
Jeez, man.
I love it. All right, I have a chirp from Kevon, who's from Queens, and Kevin chirps or Kevon.
Kevon,
I live on the edge. Sometimes
Really,
I
where
hope.
is that located?
Sometimes I hope parking space are still available when I come back. Ooh, that's I get this chirp. Well, you're a
Somebody
driver,
has to.
Well, you don't live in New York City though.
No. Give me it again. Say it again.
All right, so I live on the edge. All right.
Yeah.
Sometimes I hope parking space are still available when I come back. So meaning,
Well, yeah, but that's life.
you find
Yeah.
a parking
Yeah.
space,
Yeah.
and then you move it, and you hope that it's when it's still available.
My
when
parents
once you
had the
return.
greatest solution for this.
Yeah, it's a great New York chirp, by the way. Thanks for this chirp, Kevon. I don't know, whatever it is.
You buy yourself a replica fire hydrant, and you just put it down where you want it, and then when you go back, you just throw it in the back seat,
And that's it.
You got
There
it.
you go.
There's your space.
Kevon, problem solved. There you go. Stuart just gave
They
me
don't
your
keep
answer.
track of where these hydrants are.
Yeah,
love
I'm
that.
just thinking, like, God forbid there's a fire.
There's a fire
Firemen
in
are
the
like,
back.
shit, this isn't real.
Yeah. And yeah.
What are we going to do?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Well,
There's that.
yeah. Can you imagine the guilt that you'd feel? Oh.
I don't know.
So that's
Or the people watching you do that, going, he's so damn strong. Look at that guy. He's lifting that. Okay.
It's impossible.
I can
Yeah.
certainly relate to that chirp. My sister, in fact, she has a car, of course. And I remember her
Oh, that's
telling me
good.
this about a few weeks ago, that she said the same thing to me. Pat, I refuse to move the car because it's just so difficult. It takes me hours to find a goddamn parking space. So
She live in the city?
Yeah.
She lives in her car.
Yeah.
Well,
She lives
That's
in a
why
car.
she doesn't move it. It's just right there.
Hey, I mean, that's less rent. Rent's
That's
not
right.
bad.
There you go.
Yeah, there you
So
go.
where do you shower? Gyms?
Well, actually, so this is a crazy thing.
Well, you go to the hydrant.
I
and
know
you
if
turn
you-
it. No, wait, but that's the fake hydrant.
Wait, there's
Yeah.
a lot of
I'm sorry.
lot of free yoga places where like they offer you free showers. So like people who like live in places with no showers.
Yeah.
There are things.
free yoga places that are,
Free yoga.
are there free yoga places? Tell me about this.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know about this.
Well, man, I wish I knew all the names, but I had a buddy who was living in like an interesting apartment in an industrial building in Brooklyn,
Yeah.
and no bathroom, no anything, but there are like organizations that provide you with showers, which is cool. And it's not like a halfway house. It's you practice. It's donation based, and
Oh,
it's cool. I mean, that's
Wow.
legit. You're trying to save
There you
money
go.
here and there. That's
Yeah.
cool.
You learn a lot on the show. There we go.
There you go.
All right, who's up for a chirp? We'll do one more
Oh, right
round
here,
chirps,
Pat.
and then we'll take a break.
I mean, I've got a bunch of trips
All
right,
right,
here.
let's
now.
do it.
Go ahead.
This is a cool name.
And it's written that way.
Melbus.
Melbus?
Melbus.
Wow.
Melbus.
I wonder what their toast tastes like.
Melbus from Upper West Side. And
Melbus
Melbus says
toast.
this: the 5 stages of grief for shaming into a turnstile after a failed MetroCard swipe. Shoving. No, slamming. Slamming into a turnstile after a failed MetroCard swipe. 1. Disbelief. I always swipe like this. I'm perfect. 2, anger.
I agree.
God damn it! How could I do this? 3, grief.
I agree.
How could this happen? 4, self-doubt. I'm worthless. I can't even swipe. 5, acceptance. I can swipe again.
I can accept that.
I can swipe again.
So
go to Swipers
that's,
Anonymous.
Is it 5? Is it 5?
That's 5.
All right, so 3 out of the 5 I agree with. I can agree with. No question.
That's true. It's an emotional thing, especially when it's very crowded.
Do you take the subway, Stuart?
If I told you the last time I took the
as
subway,
Marlene would
man.
say.
Yeah. Where's Marlene, man? I miss her.
She's out auditioning. Shout out to
Yeah,
Marlene.
well, I think Marlene landed a
She's
gig,
too big
Yeah.
for us now. She's a big star now.
She's a star.
I spoke with her today. She's fine. She wishes us all well.
I'm sure she does. She's a sweetheart, and she's fun. And I
Yeah.
love her voices. Her voices are just classic.
So tell us your story.
What story?
You're going to tell us a story.
I was? Oh, yeah. I was a messenger when I was, like, in my 20s, and I was on the subways, like, every day. And it was all, all together and screeches and, I haven't been on the subway now in years because of that.
Really?
I
You
just
avoid the subway?
Yeah, I do.
What?
I drive. So I'll drive. I would preferably drive. I'm not one of these people that's afraid to drive in the city. I got friends that are
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you drive in the city?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm always driving."
You're always driving.
Cool.
Yeah. No, I love it.
Well, try finding a parking space, and we'll see.
I can because I go down. I'm a night bird, so I go down to like eat at Wohop in Chinatown at 2 a.m. There's a ton of parking spaces there.
Very cool, man.
That's
Very
the
cool.
trick. There you go.
That's how you do it. There's Wohop, there's Mamoon's Falafel on McDougal, and there's a pizza joint on 71st in Columbus. All open till about 4 a.m. at least.
Are you a big foodie?
Okay.
Like a New York foodie?
I like my all-night places that,
Cool.
that I can just go down there and grab something good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right.
awesome.
All right, we're going to do one. Stuart, Stuart just did a chirp. Ian, you have one?
No, he just did a chirp.
Yeah.
You sneak.
From Melbus. It's not me. It's not me.
He pretended like he just didn't do a chirp. Okay. All right.
Should I hit it? Yeah.
He's like, oh, yeah, I've got
Look
this.
at this is Bartell from Brooklyn Heights. Bartell, Brooklyn Heights.
This must be red distinguished. Bartel.
The MTA has one hell of a habit of testing my patients so early in the morning. Hashtag every morning.
Oh, jeez.
That sounds like a Bartel, doesn't
It
it?
sounds like a Bartell.
Yes, it does. Yes.
Yeah.
Heavens to Betsy.
Heavens to Bartell.
FTA, please don't touch me today.
There's definitely people like that in the city.
Yes, no
There
question
are.
about it.
There are.
Well, thanks for that chirp, Bartel. I
Yeah.
think that was our round of chirps. Hope you enjoyed. To hear more chirps, please go onto my website, chirpaboutit.com. Share your New York moments, thoughts, your opinions. We'd love to hear from you. With that, we're going to take a very interesting and lovely break by Mr. Ian Bamberger. Yep.
What song we got
Oh,
today?
thank you. Yeah, so this is, I've been thinking about this. I play guitar every day, all day, always write new music, and I have this tune called No Rules Apply. And I've played it a few times before on this
I
show,
actually love that
and it's
song.
been a while. I've played. It's just
I love
nice.
your stuff. I love your stuff.
Appreciate it, Stuart. Yeah, and shout out to Stuart Hirsch for joining us tonight.
Oh, yeah.
He's shouting me out. I'm on the other side of the table. He's shouting me out.
Hello, Stuart.
Shout out, hey! How you doing over there? All right, yeah.
Yeah, the table's not that big.
Shout out to Stu. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for shouting me out.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to go home later and listen to the replay on this and go, hey, look, he mentioned me.
But yeah, always a good time. This is No Rules Apply. Dropping a new CD soon. Or CD, we don't talk like that. I'm dropping a new EP. It'll be on Spotify, the streaming services. Not
CD
physically.
sounds better than EP. Make it sound like CD.
Yeah, right.
It's like, come on, the guy's got to have 12 songs.
He's got to.
Yeah. Okay.
New gig coming up March 13th.
Where?
Bitter
Where?
End.
Where?
Bitter End.
Bitter End.
Bitter End. Come out
Classic.
9:30. So if you guys are free and anyone else, come on out.
You know all the people that started at the Bitter End?
A lot.
Neil Diamond and all
Hell
these other guys you're too young to know.
Oh, what? Neil Diamond, come on! I grew up. Yeah, I love these guys.
Look up when you're at the Bitter End next time. Look outside or inside. There's a list of everybody that started at the Bitter
Bob
End.
Dylan's played the Bitter End.
Well, Bob Dylan played every
Played every-
possible place
Yeah.
on in the village right there in that radius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
So if you want to, you want to end up like Bob Dylan.
Hell, I'll take it.
You will.
I'll take it.
You might have to give the devil your vocal cords
All right. This is
to make you a better songwriter, but it'll, the voice has to go.
some
That's
raspiness.
okay. Yay.
This is No Rules Apply. Cool little tune about bad love.
Bad love.
Ian Bamberger, folks. Chirp About It Live. Yeah.
You want to say goodbye and you won't even try, and you think he could fly with love. No rules apply, so please tell me just once. You don't have to tell me twice, 'cause I know what's going down. Please tell me just once. You don't have to tell me twice, 'cause I know what's going down.
Yeah.
Try to throw me off.
You can't even understand, and you won't even reach out your hand, and you think he's your man with love. It's a losing hand, so please tell me just once. You don't have to tell me twice, 'cause I know what's going down. Please tell me just once. You don't have to tell me twice, 'cause I know what's going down. Please. Please. Hit it.
That's Ian playing the solo. Even though he said hit it, he's talking to himself.
And I don't want to be your backdoor man, and I think I got a plan, and I'm gonna be your man with love. It's a winning hand, so please tell me just once. You don't have to tell me twice, 'cause I know what's going down. Please tell me just once. You don't have to tell me twice, 'cause I know what's going down. Please. Woo. Please.
Take us home.
Please tell me just once. You don't have to tell me twice, 'cause I know what's going down. Please tell me just once. You don't have to tell me twice, 'cause I know what's going down. Please tell me just once. Oh yeah. Please tell me just once. You don't have to tell me twice, 'cause I know what's going down.
Yeah, baby. Ian Bamberger. We won't tell you once. We'll tell you twice.
yeah.
Yes. All right, we'll be right back.
Hi, folks. This is Ed Lemo. Who is Ed Lemo and why should I listen? Ed Lemo is an attorney that is unique in that he gives consumers good, solid information about the law that will help protect them against irresponsible drivers, landowners, and doctors and hospitals who are negligent and cause you harm. Ed Lemo has been representing individuals against insurance companies since 1984. Ed Lemo limits his practice to accident, injury, and medical malpractice claims. You can find out more about me at my website at www.lemolaw.com. That's www.lemolaw.com, or you can reach me at 646-522-9082. So if you're injured in an accident or a victim of malpractice and you need a trial attorney who has experience in the courtroom and gets results, call Ed Lemo at 646-522-9082, or you can reach me at edwardlemo@yahoo.com. Or you can go to my website for further information, www.lemolaw.com. You'll be glad you did. Thank you.
All right, Edward Lemo, personal injury attorney, great one. So please check him out. Go find him through his website, lemolaw.com. Ed Lemo, lemolaw.com. He was on a few weeks back. He will be returning again in about 3 weeks. Okay, so stay tuned for Ed Lemo. Also, the show is brought to you by Chirpin' Chickens, chirpinchickens.com. Go to their site, yep, and download their app for a huge discount on any meal. Just
We're going to slaughter real chickens on the show.
Chirp About It live. We also have Accordia Shipping for all of your shipping needs. Go on to
Claudia
Accordia Shipping. All right, for all of your shipping needs, from a pencil to cars to containers. We'll even ship stewards.
We'll ship Claudia Schiffer to you.
So that's Accordia Shipping for you. All right,
sorry.
well, what a fun time we're having. Ian Bamberger,
yeah.
what a lovely song, huh?
It's always a pleasure to play, man.
He says, "What a fun time we're having." He looks at Ian. I'm like, I'm screwing this whole show up. That's it.
What am I doing? Why am I here? Where am I?
Oh, boy, we have a great time with Stuart on the show all the time, in fact.
Well, thank you.
Well,
Thank you.
welcome, Stuart. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing very, very, very well.
Yeah?
I'm extremely busy, but for good reason. So I've been doing good. You
Wow.
know? How's family?
Very good. How's those Oscars?
Oh, great.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah. Okay.
I had about 5 of them hanging somewhere in the living room.
There you go. No, but you did get an award. The last time I was here, you got an award.
Yes, it was a small little
Tell him
award.
again. Tell him again.
yes,
This is
right.
something to be proud of.
Well, it was.
what, it turned out to be bogus? What, come on. He doesn't want to talk about it
Well,
now.
I have so many awards. I'm just.
Oh,
trying to
well,
figure
well,
out
my
which,
friend.
This was like,
yeah,
it was like an internet radio award.
Yeah, this was like a
the small little internet radio from.
Don't say
from
small.
City
They
World
can't
Radio.
see.
That's pretty cool.
Yes,
It's
the cute. Actually, I have it right in my living room. The cute little.
It's
kissed it, in
cute,
fact.
little, small.
I got a tattoo of it because I was so
Cute
proud.
little award. Yes,
It's an award. It's an award,
it's an award.
regardless of the size.
and there are
you know.
many more to come. Believe
Oh,
me.
yeah.
Of course there are.
Many more to
Of
come.
course. Yes.
So, all right. So let's speak about a Chiller Expo.
Yes, Chiller Theater Expo.
Yeah.
Happening April 26th to the 28th at the Parsippany Hilton Hotel in Parsippany, New Jersey. The website is www.chillertheater, spelled R-E, like theater,
Where do you get the name Chiller?
.com. Okay, well, my son.
Yes, master.
Back in my day, when I was growing up on Channel 11 in New York, they showed horror movies, and a thing was called Chiller Theater, and you used to see them, and a big hand would come up and go Chiller.
And and people that grew up with that. So these guys obviously grew up with that, and they decided to name their convention Chiller Theater. So
Wow.
it brings back that great sentiment to old guys like me.
But now I know.
No, but
That's
now
how
you
to
know.
dig
But
it.
now you
Yeah.
know. And now to you, Chiller Theater will mean this awesome convention.
Right.
Okay, so I'm bringing out the Magic Garden Girls, as I had mentioned, who had a long-running show on Channel 11, WPIX, New York, and they had albums out. I mean, they had a great following. Can we play their theme song? Cool. So this is what their theme song sounded like, and this should bring it back.
This is the garden of make-believe, a magical garden of make-believe, where flowers chuckle and birds play tricks, and a magic tree grows lollipop sticks. Here in the garden, what we say and do, we'd like you to join us and do it too. Can you crow like a rooster? Cock-a-doodle-doo! And clap your hands and stamp your shoe. It's a funny place, but it's surely true that we'd like to share it all with you. If you sing for me, la 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 la, I'll sing for you. If you cry for me, I'll cry for you. If you scream for me, I'll scream for you. If you laugh for me, I'll laugh for you. So come on in without a fuss, 'cause the magical garden is waiting for us.
Magic Garden. The Magic Garden. That's Carol and Paula hosting the Magic Garden. And for those that remember that probably brought back some incredible memories.
Cool.
And for those that don't, it probably looks really intriguing, right? Like,
That's cool
I
as
want
hell.
to see where this goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very cool. And Carol Demas, who's the Carol of Carol and Paula, was the original Sandy in Grease on Broadway, opposite Barry Bostwick. You know who Barry Bostwick is? You do.
The man who plays John Travolta's role.
No, you're just going with what I'm saying. Barry, have you seen Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Oh, hell yeah.
He played Brad.
Brad is the blonde guy, the big... Wait, no, slow down. I've seen Rocky Horror Picture so many times.
You
Who's
did.
Brad?
So the nerd, the one that they all yell out. I'm not even going to say that, but you can. But it's
I saw it as a kid, and my mom's like, "You can never watch it again."
Wait, your folks took you to see Rocky Horror Picture Show as a kid
when it was with Tim Curry, the movie.
There's stuff in the kids shouldn't be seeing that movie.
I know.
What?
It was a crazy argument between my parents. Let's not get into that. But either way, I was a young kid.
One parent wanted to take you. Oh, it's okay for the kid. It's all right. It's all right. And the other one was like,
it was playing.
No, he
TV.
shouldn't see that.
Yeah.
Don't take him.
Where are you going?
I'm bringing back horrible family memories. I'm sorry.
It's okay. This is not a therapy session.
Okay. Sit down, my son. Let me get my pad out, and we'll go through this. So anyhow, they're going to be there. I'm bringing them out, and this is their first convention anywhere, coast to coast.
Oh, wow.
And so we're getting some really great feedback. People are excited. Other celebrities that will be at Chiller are Tony Danza, Tom Arnold, Jason Priestley. There is an 8-member cast reunion from Saturday Night Fever, the movie.
Ooh.
You have
is
to
John
go.
Travolta going?
No.
That'd be awesome.
He's pretty well set. I would imagine. No, but yeah, 8 members. This is the first time that's ever happened. You got to go to the website. It's www.chillertheater.com. Okay, and go to guests and look at the guests. They're building up every day. They keep throwing in more and more and more, and people go, "Whoa!" Wilfred Brimley is going to be there.
Oh, wow.
From the Waltons. He did the diabetes commercials. You remember him?
Diabetes.
Yeah, right. There you go.
What made you go with Carol and Paula this time around?
I was trying for them for years, and of course their first inkling was, wait, Magic Garden Chiller Theater. Wait, this doesn't sound right.
Doesn't sound right.
Oh, wow.
And when I explained to them that in the past I brought out the original first nationally syndicated Bozo the Clown, and I brought out the guy who played Big Bird and Oscar the Grouch, and all this started to make sense. And they said, okay. And I said, Chiller started 28 years ago as a horror convention, but it's broadened out into this who's who of all your favorite celebrities from everything. There's music people, there's it's just take a look at the guest list. Go to the website, take a look at the guest list, and I'll see you guys at Chiller.
And it's twice a year, by the way.
It's twice a year, so this one's at the end of April, and the next one will be at the end of October. Yeah.
You want to give us a little hint of who do you have for coming up?
I do these things without a net, from one to the other. So I got people in the works, but
Now, how do you do that? You just send out invitations, or you just pick up your phone and say, "Hey, Stuart Hershey over here, baby."
Let's just say I do it.
You just do it.
Not revealing anything here how I do that. Come on now. Everybody would be bringing in people.
I just get it done.
Yes.
I just get it done.
I get it done, and I get it done good, and that's it. Okay? Let's just leave it at that.
No questions asked.
Nobody questions me.
Now, other than yourself, other people bringing on different acts or different guests as well?
Yes. There are other people that are bringing in Tony Danza and Tom Arnold.
So...
Hello.
Okay, gotcha. No, I just wanted to, maybe you're the only person bringing. I don't know.
No. I brought these girls in, and then there's other people that bring in collectively all these other guys, and so we end up with like maybe 100 celebrities.
Wow.
And it's really awesome because it's all happening in this one hotel at the Parsippany Hilton. So even during the weekend,
now this is always held at the Parsippany.
So
Hilton.
even though it's the convention, because everybody is all in that hotel. So you're like, like when you're walking around and you go, "Hey, that guy looks like."
Right.
Well, it is that guy.
Can you imagine that?
When you're in the hotel, it is that guy in the restaurant. It is that guy.
That
in the elevator
like
with
a lot
you.
Of fun.
It's so much fun. It's so
like
much fun.
An Oscar party. Like that's so and so. That's
right.
So-and-so.
But you can get autographs from these people. They have photo selections. You can bring your own items to get signed. You can take photos with them,
and free of charge, no cost. Right? Because you never know. I mean, people. Hey, free autograph. I mean, autographs. There is
a fee.
There is a fee.
Yes, but they're modest.
To enter, entrance fee. that is.
Yes, Patrick.
Okay. I just want to clear it up. No,
So
is there
come
is
to
an
the
end-
garden of make-believe. What?
That was a good one.
If you sing for me. Okay.
I'll sing for you.
I love those girls. They're the best.
In fact, you sent me a link, a YouTube link, and I actually saw a little commercial.
Yeah.
Commercial
Yeah.
that they created.
Yeah, they were nice
which
enough
is,
to do that.
yeah.
They're so awesome. These two women are so awesome. And they are celebrating 65 years of friendship
a
together.
friendship. Oh,
Is
how
that
nice?
I
Oh,
mean,
wow. When did they meet?
How many people can you? They met in school.
Middle school? Like lower school? Must be. Elementary?
I
You're
don't,
telling me
I
they've
don't
been
live
together.
with them. I'm bringing them in.
Where do they
They-
live, by the way? I mean, are they in the...
okay, where do they
I mean,
live,
you
and
know,
how do
like,
I get guests?
Are they in the
Let's
New
go-
York City area? Are they in California?
They are on the
New
East
Jersey?
Coast. Yeah, they are on the East Coast.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Where do they live? They live in the Magic Garden, of course. Just ask Sherlock the
Maybe.
Squirrel to direct you to where
How
it
do I
is.
know? I have to ask questions.
Of course. No, you're a very good, hard-hitting interviewer.
Tell you.
Yes. So, tell me a joke, Pat. What's your favorite joke?
Let's
put you on the spot.
Let's put me on the spot.
Come on.
I don't think I have a favorite
No, come on.
joke.
Your whole life? Give me a kid's. You were in grade school. What was your favorite joke? No,
No, nothing comes to mind. No.
Ian.
Yeah, I've got one.
See, I knew.
You have these two. I'm not.
Is
these
he
two
Canadian?
little people who they
Little
get these-
people?
they get these prostitutes, and they bring them back to a hotel,
Uh-huh.
and they're both really good friends, and they're like, "This is going to be a great night," and we'll just say little person A is hanging out with this prostitute, and he can't get it. He can't get it going. He's
Okay.
like, he's so fucking frustrated. He's like, "Oh God damn it!" Like,
There goes the show.
planning this night, for a long time, right?
We lost the
to an
little
end.
people. We lost the people for
It's
offensive
tough,
language.
It's tough. So he's really, he's working at it, and he's like, you know what? I hope my friend is having a good time and is like, making love with this woman, because they've been thinking about this for a while, and he starts hearing next door in the room. He's like, he's hearing all these noises, and he's thinking to himself, damn, I wish that was me. I just couldn't get it done tonight. I couldn't do it. And he talks to him the next morning. He's like, man, how was it? I heard it. And he's like, well, I was just trying to get up on the bed I couldn't reach. He's trying so hard.
That's a good one. I like
pulled
that.
himself up and he couldn't do it.
That is really. That's funny.
That's a funny joke.
Shit.
I'll give you one prostitute joke that matches.
A process.
That's what we're on. That's the subject.
All right.
The
let's
subject
do it.
is mine has no foul language in it. Little old Jewish couple, and they're down at Miami Beach, and they just checked into the motel there, and they're on the beach, and they're both like 85, and so the little Jewish man, he walks away from the wife, and he goes into the hotel, and he walks up to the prostitute, and he goes, how much? And she goes, well, you tell me, what would you owe? He goes, $50. She goes, $50? Get out. I don't work for $50. Get go away. And then about a few minutes later, the couple themselves are now going into the elevator to go to their room, and he's next to his little old wife, and the prostitute gets into the elevator with them. She leans over to the little old man, and she goes, you see what you get for $50?
Ooh.
All right.
The chutzpah on that lady and the chutzpah on that prostitute.
All right.
There's always a little Jewish joke. I don't understand.
A little Jewish
People
joke.
love to
Always
bash
a
on
little
the Jews.
Jewish
As a
joke.
Jew,
We had
I'm
little-
aware of this.
Little people
little
and
big.
Jews. These
What
are
are
our
you
subjects.
doing?
What are you going to do?
Yes.
All right, what we're going to
I feel
do is
terrible.
actually end the show because the show has come to an
no.
end. Jay just singles me.
A screeching halt.
Oh, man. Well, we had so much fun. I mean, time just really flew
Yes.
by.
It's a great show.
It's like, is that an hour already?
Can we get the goodbye song from the Magic Garden Girl?
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's do that.
That would be really awesome.
Before that,
Closing theme. I think it says closing theme.
closing thing, but before you put that up, Stuart, certainly, seriously, I'd like to thank you, for coming on. You're always welcome here. You know that, and I
Well, thank
actually
you.
really love when you're on the show because
This was
we
really
have so
fun.
much fun. I mean, was just like a minute. It's already an hour.
I think we just really we blend well. It's fun.
I love
the
it.
three of us are just very
It's
fun
a dynamic team. Ian Bamberger, I have to thank you, my younger little brother.
Always a pleasure, man.
Always a pleasure, Jay. Thank you very much, and my audience, of course. Thank you for tuning in. Please tune back in next Tuesday, same time, same place, City World Radio Network, Tuesday at 8 p.m.
Okay.
Chirp About It live. Yep.
See ya.
See ya. Hope you had a good time. Hope you'll have a good morning. Hope we get to see you again. See ya. Hope you had a good time. Hope you'll have a good morning. Hope we get to see you again. See ya. Glad that you could stay a while. Glad that we could say good morning to ya. Hope you'll have a shiny day. Hope you'll have a shiny day. Bye now. Hope you have a shiny day. Goodbye.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how, and we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids need to know the dangers and how to avoid them. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids,